You're watching MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Panther Basketball on the air on Medina Valley Broadcast Network. Maury Stein along with Jeff Stivers running the 1 and 2s. Big matchup tonight between your Medina Valley Panthers and the Laredo United Longhorns. Hurts me to say that, but the Longhorns. And one team comes in at 6 and 3, which is your Medina Valley Panthers. The other team at 5 and 3. They're tied. I want to say tied, but Medina Valley is actually a half a game ahead with the 6 wins versus the 5. But the 3 losses in the loss column has them even. So big pivotal game to make the playoffs as United South is in first place in the district, and then Laredo Alexander is also one of the teams with 3 losses. So a big matchup tonight between your Medina Valley Panthers at home against the visiting Longhorns of United South. And, you know, just watching the teams warm up, watched about half of the JV, and it was all underneath game pretty much for the Longhorns. They had number 45, which kind of dominated the ball game, as Medina Valley ended up losing the JV game by 14 points. But the first time these two teams met down in Laredo, it was a close ball game. It was 62-55. Medina Valley came up on the short end of that. So let's see if they can revenge that loss down in Laredo. And I want to congratulate all the young women and young ladies from Medina Valley who had animals in the livestock show, Medina County Livestock Show, for doing a good job. And, you know, I always, when I was growing up, I always wanted to show an animal because I love animals, but unfortunately when you live in a city, you don't have access to all those luxuries, but it is what it is. But I want to congratulate all those who placed and did good. And you know what? It takes a lot of dedication to do that as a young individual. And I know a lot of times the parents put forth a lot of burden also with having to go out there early in the mornings, as it's been very, very brutal here this last month for the animals, and to get out there and try to, you know, keep the animals warm. And, you know, for a sheep that's okay, but for hogs and everything else it kind of can get cold. But nevertheless, we're in for a good ball game. We got about less than a minute to go. We're going to give our sponsors a commercial break and recognize them, and we'll be back for the tip-off and the starting lineups when Panther Basketball continues here in just a moment.
The Red Tag Sales Event is happening now at North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. New 2025 Silverados are posted at only $32,999. The new redesigned 2025 Equinox is posted at a low $25,999. Lease a new Equinox EV for only $299 a month with 0 down. Take advantage of low 3.9% financing for 72 months on all new 2025 Trax models. Together, let's drive at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Call State Farm agent Hazel Russell in Castroville at 830-931-3441.
Texas, 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. You can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Like you, we love calling this home. Castroville State Bank has been serving the Medina Valley area for over 63 years by providing the best financial products, modern technology, and customer service. Not only are we the local bank you can rely on for all your financial needs, but we are also your neighbors, giving back to the community we grew up in and love. Come home to Castroville State Bank.
Welcome back to Panther basketball. Starting lineups tonight for the visiting Longhorns. Alejandro Hidrogo, Ivali Hidrogo, Kedia Velasquez, Olivia Rogerio, and Darla Alvarez. For your home team, Medina Valley Panthers, Trinity Dixon, Destiny Schroeder, Janice Lee, Kyla Carter, and Tori Ruffin. Those are your starting lineups as they're just being announced on the floor. And we're about ready for the tip-off of tonight's ballgame. And as I mentioned, the Longhorns come in at 5-3. Medina Valley comes in at 6-3. Three-way tie for third place in the district that is being won right now by United South. So a big matchup. Want to thank all the listeners that are tuned in. And I hope you enjoy the broadcast. I'm Maury Stein, going to give you the play-by-play. Jeff Stivers doing the ones and twos, running the computer. So, with that said, Medina Valley basketball sponsored by North Park Chevrolet.
We are sending out and taking advertising for
And spring sports is coming up, so baseball, softball, we are going to send out a thing on MV Broadcast Network, Medina Valley Broadcast Network, or you can get a hold of Jeff Stivers at 830-931-4504 if you'd like to join in, because it should be a great season this year for both the men and the women in softball and basketball. Or baseball, excuse me. Got basketball on my brain because that's what I'm watching right now. Inside the circle for the Longhorns is a freshman, from what I understand. Number 25. Which is Kedia Velasquez. The tip is won by Medina Valley, picked up in the backcourt by Trinity Dixon. Dixon in between the circles, man-to-man, 2-3 zone running there, driving in, and runner to the lane, blocked away, stolen by Hidrogo. Hidrogo crossing the timeline, picked up in the corner by Carter. Hidrogo off to the corner to Dixon. Dixon over into the middle to the junior. Sophomore Mina, and gets the rebound, and Trinity Dixon with it, and the ball is tipped out of bounds. Velasquez wanted to get the put back and knocked it away, but Dixon brings it in. Crosses the timeline out wide to the Panthers. On the right wing, throws it across, it's stolen. Hidrogo with it, slows down, a long three-pointer, in and out, no good. Rebound by the freshman, in and out, is good, back in. That's Kate Vasquez with the first 2 points of the ball game. Lee drives in, a little runner in the lane, off no good. Rebound picked up on the edge by Ruffin. Knocked away, but Medina Valley will maintain possession. Dixon will inbounds the pass. Dixon out front to Carter. Carter pounding out the dribble, picked up by Hidalgo. Carter driving in, rebound, put up, back, no good. And the Longhorns come away with the rebound as Hidalgo will bring it up cross court. Picked up on the right wing by Carter, now out to Hidalgo. 25 Velasquez, it's tipped away and you're going to get a foul, a Richard foul on number 23. And a Lee, that's her first foul. Panthers' first foul. 2-0, just under 7 minutes left to go. Pass out front to Drogo. Drogo over, little stutter step, kick back to Drogo. Drogo pound out the dribble. Picked up in between the circles by Carter. Drogo over a long three-pointer. Missed by Alvarez. Dixon forces the issue all the way down court, takes it all herself, in a runner in the lane, no good. Rebound by Velasquez. Velasquez kicks it back to Hidalgo. Hidalgo crosses the timeline. Going to be picked up in between the circles by Carter. Now off to the ring, the other Hidalgo. Runner in the lane by Velasquez, in good. That's 4 points for the freshman. Inbounds pass. Lee driving in, runner in the lane. It's going to be a holding foul on Hidalgo. We're going to get 2 fouls as Lee will go to the free throw line. Two shots coming. Settles at the waist. Free throw is up, off the back heel and in. First point of the night for the Panthers. Lee with it. No dribble. Sets at the waist. Free throw up and good. 4-2 as Hidalgo crosses the timeline. Kick back out. Alvarez down low. Hidalgo with it. Now back out. Long shot by the other Hidalgo. Missed. Saved, but it's picked up by the Panthers by Carter. All the way down court. Throws it away, and it's going to be side out. Medina Valley will lose possession. The Longhorns will contain. Ivali Hidalgo brings it into her sister. Alejandra crosses the timeline. Back out to Carter. Now underneath to Alvarez. Alvarez with a runner lane. She's going to be pushed with the body for a foul. That's Lee's second foul of the night. We're still in the first quarter with just under 6 minutes left to go. 4-2 is your score. Velasquez with all 4 points. Free throws up and no good. Off the front arm and then heel and bounces out. Second free throw for Velasquez. One dribble, free throw up, and that's off the rim. Rebound by Lee. Lee back out to Dixon. Dixon forcing the issue. Dribbles in between traffic. Going to get a reaching foul on Velasquez. That's the first team foul. Panthers will bring in the ball. Carter will inbounds the pass to Dixon. Dixon will be met half court by Rogerio. Drives in, little runner in the lane, backwards pass, no good. Velasquez with the rebound off to Hidalgo. Hidalgo crossing the timeline, picked up by Carter. Hidalgo dribbling in between the circles, now kicks it out to the edge. Down low to Velasquez, and Velasquez with a turner, no good. Rebound taken away by Carter. Carter will cross the timeline, almost gets charged for carrying, but gets away with it, and then it's off to the wing. Now out front to Dixon. Dixon over to Carter. Underneath, runner in the lane, good. What a shot by Kyler Carter, a runner. And that ties the ball game up at 4 as the Dragon will cross the timeline, picked up by Carter. Off to the wing. As Alvarez drives in, a little runner in the lane, no good. Rebound out to Drago. Alvarez with the rebound. Drives back in. Going to be blocked away by number 25 for the Panthers, Ruffin, but it will stay underneath the basket. Ivali will inbounds pass to her sister. Now Drago, now underneath to Velasquez. Velasquez turnaround jumper, in and out, no good. Rebound by the Panthers. Ruffin will cross the timeline. Off to Carter. Now Lee with it in between the circles, picked up by Drago. Now off to the wing. Little runner, spin runner by Straughter. Straughter cannot find the zone there as Drago comes away with it. Now off a three-pointer. Looked like she shuffled her feet there, but no call. Off to Drago, who cuts in the middle. It's going to be tipped away by Dixon. Looked like the Longhorns might have got away with a traveling there, but no call. Drogo brings it in to her sister. Now the other Drogo in between the circles, picked up by Dixon. Alvarez with it, now over to Drago. Now to Velasquez, and they're going to get a pushing foul, and that's the third foul on Lee. Wow. She's going to have to come out of the ball game. We're going to have number 22 now in there, Jaden Wynn. So Wynn in for Lee. Three-pointer set-up shot, no good, off the heel. Rebound fought for, it's going to be saved by the Panthers. Now off to Dixon. Dixon looking for some help. Off to Wynn on the left, right wing. Wynn dribbling around. Cross court pass to Dixon. Dixon with it, pounding out the dribble. Picked up three-point line and runner up and no good. Off the three-point line, no good. Picked up by Drago. Off to the other Drago. Now to Velasquez. Back out front. Drago with it. Long shot off the heel, no good. Rebound picked up by Dixon. Dixon trying to force the issue. Trying to go coast to coast. All the way in. Runner in the lane, no good. Rebound by Velasquez. Velasquez forces it out to Drago. Drago picked up by Straughter. Straughter with it. Drago drives in. Kicks the pass out to Velasquez. Now off to Ivali to Drago. Runner in the lane, good. First 2 points for Ivali. 6-4 is your score. 2:40 left to go. Cross-court pass, tried to find the cutter underneath and Ruffin, and it was tipped away by Ivali Drago. Panthers will maintain possession under their own basket. Long pass out front to Dixon, who's picked it up in between the circles by Alvarez. Long three-pointer, good! Carla Carter with a three. Panthers with the first lead of the ball game, 7-6. Drago with it, picked up in between the circles, now kicked out to Ivali. Now over to Velasquez. Kicks it out front, long three-pointer, off the heel, no good. Rebound, putback is good. Velasquez, that's her 6th point of the ball game. 2 minutes left to go as Dixon crosses the timeline. She's going to take it all the way, runner in the lane, no good. Tipped up by Ivali Rodriguez. And they're going to say a pushing foul. Going to be called on Tori Ruffin. Tori Ruffin, just a reminder, she has been selected to play in the All-Star game on March the 3rd, so congratulations to that young lady. As Drago passes it off to Ivali Drago, now underneath. March 23rd, excuse me. Long three-pointer off the rim, no good. Rebound underneath, tipped away. It's taken away by Dixon. Picked up as full-court pressure in the backcourt. Now off to Straughter. Straughter crosses the timeline, kicks it back out. Drove it in the lane, up and off the heel, no good. Rebound by Drogo. Shot was missed by Carter. 8-7 is your score. Kicked out to Ivali Drago. Off the rim, no good. Rebound by the Panthers. Ruffin with the rebound. Dixon will cross the timeline. Kicks it back out to Straughter. Straughter looking for help on the wing. The three-pointer is up and no good. Rebound on the backside by Wynn. Wynn puts it up and makes it. Jaden Wynn with a two-pointer. The Panthers reclaim the lead, 9-8. We're inside a minute. Drago calling out the signals on offense. Kicks it out to her sister. Now kicks it back out to Rogerio. Now Alvarez with it. Stolen, almost stolen. A long three-pointer off the rim, no good. Rebound on the backside by Drago off to Velasquez underneath. It's stolen by Dixon. Dixon going coast to coast. And it's blocked by Ivali Drago. Long cross-court pass to her sister. Tries to find the cutting Velasquez. Nothing doing. Corner with it. Now off to Dixon on the right wing. The three-pointer off the heel. No good. Rebound Slowed down a little bit with 5 seconds left to go. Hidalgo with it. A long three-pointer from the baseline. Oh, wow! A half-court shot by Alejandro Hidalgo makes her first basket. It's a dagger, a three-pointer. As the Longhorns take the lead after one, 11-9. Panther basketball will continue here in just a moment.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates, and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
Welcome back to Panther basketball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the second quarter. Scoring for the Panthers with 9 points. 5 by Carter, 2 by Lee, 2 by Wynn. As Drago will cross the timeline, or actually that's Figueroa, kicks it back out on the wing. The other Figueroa sister in there. That's a rebound picked up by the Panthers. Wynn with it. Kicked out to Dixon. Dixon in between the circles, kicks it out. Wynn drives in, a little shuffle pass in for Carter. Or actually that was Ruffin for her first 2 points of the contest. A new bunch of Longhorns out there. As it's Figueroa, Evali Drago, 8 Figueroa, out to her sister Figueroa, number 1. That's Allison. Off to Hidrogo. Hidrogo screen set up top by Figueroa. A little runner in the lane for Hidrogo. Good. 2 more for Alejandra. Kicks it back out. Straughter will pick up the pressure in the backcourt. Kicked out in the wing. Now kicked it. Ruffin. A two-pointer is good. 2 more for Ruffin. Little free throw line jumper. That's Figueroa across the timeline. That's stolen by Dixon. Dixon across the Carter. Carter with a running layup. Good. 7 points in the game for Carter as the Panthers are up 15-13. Stolen away by Dixon. Wow. I think the Longhorns might have got away with a foul as the Panther fans aren't too happy about it. But it'll belong to the Longhorns. Figueroa brings it in. Crosses the timeline. Picked up by Carter. Carter with it. Off to the wing now to Hidrogo. Hidrogo with a stutter step. Drives it in. Little bounce pass and she gets called for traveling. Straughter will trigger the inbounds pass for the Panthers. Coach calling out the signals here for the Panthers. Straughter with the inbounds pass off to Dixon. Picked up by Drogo in the backcourt. Straughter crosses the timeline. Little high dribble, but tries to cross it underneath. It's stolen. Long pass down court to Valley to Drogo. Drogo backs it back out. Now to her sister at the top of the circle. Stolen by Dixon. Dixon going coast to coast with it. A little runner in the lane, good. First 2 points for Trinity Dixon. 17-13 is your score. Drogo crosses the timeline. Stolen. Now it's stolen back away by Figueroa. Now stolen back by Carter. Wynn crosses the timeline back off to Carter. Carter with a long three-pointer off the rim, no good. 30-second timeout called for the Panthers. We're going to keep it right here with 5:34 left to go. It's 17-13 in favor of the Panthers. Good ball game so far. The Panthers doing a good job of working in and out underneath and getting some shots to fall a little bit out front. They've made one three-pointer tonight. That was Carter. Carter is your leading scorer with 7 points. It's 17-13 in favor of the Panthers. We are sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Panthers call a timeout. Inbounds pass will be triggered in by Ivali Idrago. She'll pass it in to Figueroa. Figueroa will cross the timeline. She'll be picked up by Dixon. Now off to the edge to Idrago, to the other Idrago. Now to Velasquez underneath. Velasquez with a run in the lane. No good. Fought for it. Going to get Velasquez with the push-off. That's her second foul. As Carter will trigger the inbounds pass for the Panthers under the Longhorn basket. Full court press for the Longhorns. Kicked it out to Dixon. Dixon will cross the timeline, dribbles through the double team. Off to the edge. It's stolen away by Drago. Now to Velasquez. Now to Figueroa. Figueroa picked up off the wing. Three-pointer up and off the rim. No good. That shot was missed by Alvarez. Long pass down court, tipped out of bounds, but they'll stay with the possession of Medina Valley. Straughter with the inbounds pass. Guarded on the side by Drogo. Kicked out to Dixon. Dixon drives it in, a little push off, gets the runner, no good. Picked up, yes! 2 more for Ruffin. 19-13. As Figueroa crosses the timeline, picked up by Dixon. She's going to get charged with a reaching foul. Trying to protect the side over there. 1 foul apiece. As Trotman checks into the ball game for Velasquez. Idrago with the inbounds pass to Figueroa. Figueroa picked up on the wing. A little runner in the lane, but Figueroa is good. First 2 points for Figueroa. Carter with it. Stolen away by Figueroa. She's going to have a runner in the lane. Going to be called with a foul on the shot. Carter's going to be called for her first foul of the ball game. That will send number 10, 8 Figueroa, to the line for 2. 3 dribbles, sets at the waist, free throw up and off the front of the rim, no good. 1 more. 19-15 is your score in favor of the Panthers. 3 dribbles, free throw up, and that one is good. Inbounds pass to Carter. Carter picked up in between the circles, kicks it back out. Win with it, off back to Carter. Little runner in the lane, good. 2 more for Carter as Figueroa crosses the timeline. Picked up by Carter. Carter with the steal. Going to get a pushing foul, I think, on Figueroa. And that's going to be the call. First team foul on Figueroa. As Allison Figueroa checks in. And Ivali Idrago checks out. Inbounds pass from Martinez. Martinez over to Carter. Carter to Straughter. Straughter with a driving runner in the lane. Good. First 2 points for Destiny Straughter. 23-16. Crosses the timeline. Alvarez with it now, kicks it back out to Idrago. Idrago off back to Alvarez. Now back to Idrago, picked up by Carter. Now off to Figueroa. Figueroa with the dribble. It's going to be knocked away by Straughter, but it will stay in the possession of the Longhorns. Figueroa trickles to the inbounds pass. Looking for some help. Finally gets it in. Picked up by Drago in between the circles. Picked up right wing off to the side. Now tries to find a Cutter. Cutter in the lane. No good, but it's going to get a foul called. You're going to call 24 with the foul. That's Carter's second foul, as that will send Figueroa to the line. The lefty with the free throw, up off the heel, no good. As Hidrogo and Velasquez check in. Alvarez and Trotman check out. Second free throw coming for the lefty. Figueroa, a couple dribbles, settles. It's up, and it is in and out, no good. Rebound by Wynn. Wynn with it off to Carter. Carter picked up by Velasquez in the backcourt. Crosses the timeline, off to Wynn. Wynn drives it in, little stutter step up, and it's good. 4 points for Wynn in the contest. Crosses the timeline is Figueroa. Now out to the other Figueroa. Passing underneath to Alvarez. Alvarez with it off the rim, no good. Gets the roll rebound. Oh, you're going to get a blocking foul. And that's 3 on Carter. Panthers in a little bit of foul trouble as Lee has 3, Carter with 3. Clarissa Martinez checks back into the ball game for the Panthers. Ivalia Drago triggers the inbounds pass. Looking for a cutter, finds her sister in between the circles, picked up by Straughter. Free throw jumper, no good. Rebounder, rebound is good. Back up for Velasquez. 8 now in the ball game. As that was close to a foul. Another almost recent foul as Dixon crosses the timeline. In traffic, gets it tipped away by Drago as the Panthers will maintain possession with 2:40 left to go under their own basket. Martinez will trigger the inbounds. Looking for some help, finds Dixon. Dixon on the left wing. A long three-pointer is good. Nothing but net. Trinity Dixon with 5 in the contest. As Figueroa will cross the timeline. Picked up by Straughter. A long cross-court pass, the other Figueroa. That's stolen by Dixon. Dixon slowing down now. Crosses the timeline, picked up by Figueroa. Cross-court pass to Wynn. Wynn kicks it out. Straughter with a long 3. Good! Destiny throws. Straughter with a 3. 31-18. Panthers with their largest lead of the ball game. Figueroa with it, bluffs the 3, now takes the dribble, kicks it back out to the other Figueroa. Long 3, good! The answer for Alejandro Hidrogo. Dixon now picked up, double team in the backcourt, in between the circles, kicks it out to the wing, now underneath the Wynn with a putback, good! Basket is good. Going to be called on, the foul is going to be called on Hidrogo Alejandro. That's her first team foul. 3-point play coming up for Wynn. 23 in the ball game now. Back in is Lee. Free throw up and off the heel, no good. Rebound by Figueroa. Figueroa across the timeline, picked up by Wynn with the steal. All the way in. Lee with the runner, off the rim, no good, but they're going to get a foul. They're going to go shoot 2. That's going to be called on number 14, Ivalia Drago. That's her first foul of the ball game. 14 fouls for the Panthers. We're going to have a timeout. We're going to have a timeout, and we're going to have a full timeout, so we'll give our sponsors a break here.
Dotson House Moving and Construction is a 4th-generation company operated by the same family for over 75 years. We do turnkey work from moving your structure, setting the foundation, and all your construction needs. Aluminum decking, concrete work, canopies, and any other need to make your project operational. From moving to construction, large or small, Dotson House Moving and Construction does it all. Located at Southwest Loop 410 in San Antonio. Give us a call at 210-628-1459.
Welcome back to Panther basketball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. 33-21 in favor of the Panthers. Lee at the free throw line. For 2 shots. First free throw is up and it's good. 3 free throws now for Lee. 34-21. Free throw up and that one's good. All 4 points from the free throw line as Figueroa will cross the timeline. Now off to Hidrogo. Hidrogo with it. Off to her sister. Tipped away by Lee, but it's out of bounds. The Longhorns will maintain possession. And we're going to have a full timeout, and we're going to give our sponsors another break here. Panther basketball will continue in just a moment.
The Red Tag sales event is happening now at North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. New 2025 Silverados are posted at only $32,999. The new redesigned 2025 Equinox is posted at a low $25,999. Lease a new Equinox EV for only $299 a month with 0 down. Take advantage of low 3.9% financing for 72 months on all new 2025 Trax models. Together, let's drive at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs at no cost to
Welcome back to Panther basketball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. 33-21 is your score as the Longhorns will inbound the pass. Figueroa across the timeline, picked up by Wynn. Now off to Hidrogo. Hidrogo looking for some help, drives in, picked up on wing. Off to the right wing, a left-handed jumper is good. That's Olivia Rogerio's first basket of the game, and it's a three-pointer all the way down to Lee. Lee with a reverse layup off, no good, but it's blocked and going to get a foul. As Velasquez will pick up her 3rd foul of the ball game, and I'm surprised that she's probably going to be coming out of the ball game as it looks like Alvarez will check in for Velasquez, as that's her 3rd foul. And I didn't see if she made that free throw or not. Nope, misses it. So the next one is off the heel, no good. Misses both at the charity stripe, but it's rebounded by the Panthers by Wynn. Kicked off, tipped out of bounds. Panthers will have it. Martinez will trigger the inbounds. Guarded on the side by Hidrogo. Straughter with it in between the circles, picked up by Figueroa. Screen set by Martinez. Another screen set by Martinez. Straughter with it. Off to the wing to Lee. Lee drives it in. Off the rim, no good. Tip is knocked out of bounds by the Panthers. Rogerio triggers the inbounds to Figueroa. Figueroa across the timeline with 25 seconds left. Hidrogo with it, looking for her sister. It's stolen by Lee. Tipped away, they're going to get a reaching foul, and that's going to be 1-1. Well, actually 2. That's 8 Figueroa's foul on her, and that's her 2nd foul. We're going to get another sub in the ball game for Figueroa. She will come out. First free throw by Lee is in and out, no good. Eva Rogerio check into the ball game. Free throw is up, and she's missed the last 4 shots at the free throw line. Win with it, fought for, picked up, long cross-court pass to Hidrogo. Hidrogo with a long 3. No, couldn't be saved. Panthers will have the ball with 7 seconds left. Martinez will trigger the inbounds, full court press. Straughter with it, trapped in the backcourt. Now off, long cross-court pass, and that's going to be out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. 35-24 is your score after half. Panther basketball will continue in just a moment.
The Red Tag Sales Event is happening now at North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. New 2025 Silverados are posted at only $32,999. The new redesigned 2025 Equinox is posted at a low $25,999. Lease a new Equinox EV for only $299 a month with zero down. Take advantage of low 3.9% financing for 72 months on all new 2025 Trax models. Together, let's drive at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Call State Farm agent Hazel Russell in Castroville at 830-931-3441.
Texas. 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. You can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Like you, we love calling this home. Castroville State Bank has been serving the Medina Valley area for over 63 years by providing the best financial products, modern technology, and customer service. Not only are we the local bank you can rely on for all your financial needs, but we are also your neighbors, giving back to the community we grew up in and love. Come home to Castroville State Bank.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
Dodson House Moving and Construction is a fourth-generation company operated by the same family for over 75 years. We do turnkey work from moving your structure, setting the foundation, and all your construction needs. Aluminum decking, concrete work, canopies, and any other need to make your project operational. From moving to construction, large or small, Dodson House Moving and Construction does it all. Located at 12939 Southwest Loop 410 in San Antonio. Give us a call at 210-628-1459.
Welcome back to Panther basketball. Halftime here, we got a good one going, 35-24. Scoring for the Panthers, Trinity Dixon with 5, Destiny Straughter with 5, Jalen Wynn off the bench with 6, Asai Lee with 4, Kayla Carter, the leading scorer in the ballgame for the Panthers, with 9, Tori Ruffin with 6. For the visiting Longhorns, Alejandra Idrogo with 8. 8 Figueroa with 3. Ivali Idrogo with 2. Katia Velasquez with 8. And Olivia Rogerio with 3. Those are your scores in the contest, and we got a good one going right here. As I said, one team comes in at 6-3, the other at 5-3. Panthers with a half-game lead over the visiting Longhorns. Longhorns took the first contest 62-55 down in Laredo. Looks like it's going to be another good one here as it's 35-24 in favor of the home team, Medina Valley Panthers. And keys to the game, I think, for the Panthers is keep working the ball in and out, finding the cutters underneath, trying to get the in and out game as they've been working good. Couple of three-pointers made by each team. Dixon with 1, Straughter with 1, Janice Lee with the other. So Panthers with a good in and out game. Need to keep that ball working underneath as Ruffin needs to keep dominating underneath. But they need to find an answer for Velasquez underneath also, as she has 8 for the Longhorns. So keys to the ball game, I think, for the Panthers is just keep running the offense. Don't need to force the issue. Just keep running what you've been running, and hopefully everything will turn out just like it did in the first half. But if you're the visiting Longhorns, what you need to control is the in and out game, as the Panthers have worked the ball in and out. Neither team has really run much of a full court onslaught as from baseline to baseline. They've pretty much tried to set up the offense on both sides. So I'm looking for a good game here in the second half, and hopefully your Medina Valley Panthers can cling on to this 11-point lead, as it will go a long ways as far as the playoff opportunities and the chances. So with that said, we're going to take one more commercial break and be back for the second half. Panther basketball will continue in just a moment.
The Red Tag Sales Event is happening now at North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. New 2025 Silverados are posted at only $32,999. The new redesigned 2025 Equinox is posted at a low $25,999. Lease a new Equinox EV for only $299 a month with 0 down. Take advantage of low 3.9% financing for 72 months on all new 2025 Trax models. Together, let's drive at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back to Panther basketball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We're ready for the second half. Panthers will have the ball as possession arrow belongs to Medina Valley. Carter will trigger the inbounds pass. She'll be picked up on the side by Drogo. Now kicks it back out to Lee. Lee crosses the timeline, picked up by Figueroa. Lee with it, now back out front to Dixon. Dixon picked up by Figueroa in between the rings. Dixon pounding out the dribble. Going to get a blocking foul early on number 10. That's 3 fouls now on Figueroa. She's got to be careful. This is only start of the second half. Backcourt pass goes out to Carter. Carter with it, picked up by Figueroa. Carter with it, cross court to Ruffin. Ruffin with it, in good. Tori Ruffin with 2 more. 8 in the ball game now as Figueroa across the timeline. Off to the other Figueroa. She drives in, little run in the lane, off, no good. Picked up, rebound by Ruffin. Out to Dixon. Dixon crosses the timeline. Goes all the way in. It's going to be stolen, saved, but with it is Carter for 2. Kyla Carter with 2 more as Figueroa across the timeline. Off to Drogo. Drogo to Velasquez at the top of the key. Long three-pointer, no good, nothing but air. That's going to belong to Medina Valley. Aaron shot there, taken by Alejandro Drogo. Dixon with it. Wow. Going to be an offensive foul. They're going to get Dixon with the push-off. As Drogo will bring the ball inbounds. Figueroa comes out. Rosario in. Drogo with it, looking for Figueroa. Looking for a cutter, now finds Sisler. Now back out to Drogo. Now off to Figueroa. Figueroa at the top of the key. Velasquez with a runner in the lane. Gets the roll. Two more by Katia Velasquez. Carter with it, off to Dixon. Straughter with it now, cross-court pass to Dixon. Dixon crosses the timeline. Long cross-court pass to Lee. Lee one dribble, drives it in. Going to be blocked out of bounds. Will stay with the Panthers under their own basket. Carter with the inbounds. Out front, Dixon saves it to Ruffin. Ruffin with it to Carter. Carter with a three. Good! Kyla Carter with another three. As Figueroa will cross the timeline. Forces underneath to Velasquez. Velasquez with it. No good. Aaron shot. As Carter with it. Now off. Dixon with it. Now underneath and tries to find a cutter but cannot find her as that ball is thrown out of bounds. Got a full timeout. Give our sponsors a break. Panther basketball will continue in just a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back to Panther basketball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. 42-26 is your scores. The Panthers have extended their lead now to 16. Timeout was taken by the Longhorns. Coach designing up some plays for the Longhorns as they will have the inbounds pass under the Panther basket. Drogo will inbounds the pass to Figueroa. Figueroa, long cross-court pass to Velasquez. Velasquez driving all the way in. Little runner in the lane. Off the rim, no good. But a foul, and that's 4. From what I got, I don't know if that's right. But I got 4 fouls on Lee. Velasquez with the free throw. Up and good. $11 points now. 11 still. As Carter with the rebound. Off the missed free throw. Off to Straughter. Straughter with it. Crosses the timeline. Off to Dixon. Dixon on the right wing. A long three. Good! Trinity Dixon with back-to-back threes. Panthers 45-27. As Figueroa crosses the timeline. Off the rim, left-handed jumper is good for Rosario. Dixon with it, gets Ruffin. Ruffin kicks it out to Lee. Lee with it, running the lane, is going to be foul. As Lee will go to the free throw line. Number 14 with the foul. That's Ivalia Drago, that's her second. Lee will go to the free throw line. 2 free throws coming for Genesee Lee. First free throw is up and off the front rim, no good. Looking for the second free throw. Free throw is up and that one is no good also. As Drogo will trigger the inbounds, Panthers will full court press. Now off to Figueroa. Figueroa will cross the timeline. Now kicks it out to Drogo. That's stolen by Carter. Carter coast to coast. Up and in. Kyla Carter with 2 more. As Figueroa across the timeline, picked up by Carter. Now off to Hidrogo. Hidrogo to Velasquez. Velasquez kicks it back out to Hidrogo. Hidrogo drives in, picked up by Lee. Free throw is off, no good. Rebound underneath. Oh, it's stolen into the paint by Carter. Carter in between the circles now backs it back out. Dixon with it now. Crosses some time underneath the Ruffin. Ruffin with it, no good. They're going to get Ruffin for over the back. It's going to be the second team foul on Ruffin. 3 already in this quarter. We're not even halfway through. As Figueroa comes in, 8 Figueroa out, 8 in, Sister out, 8 drives in, picked up, now free throw jumper in and out and back in for Velasquez. 47-31. Carter with it, drives all the way in, little runner in the lane, good. Nobody picked up Carter. Leading scorer in the ball game now for the Panthers. As Figueroa across the timeline. Picked up by Lee. Lee with it, now Dixon with it. Aaron pass, but is picked up by Hidrogo, now out front. Long free throw, 3-pointer, no good. Lee with the back side rebound. Carter with it now, slows up the dribble. Inside 4 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Panthers with the runner in the lane, picked off, no good. Alvarez with the steal, now Dixon with the steal. Dixon with the runner in the lane, no good. Ruffin fights for it, but it's rebounded. Fought forward on the ground, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's going to belong to the Longhorns. As Ivali Hidrogo will trigger the inbounds. And we're going to have another timeout. We're going to keep it right here. I don't know if it's a full 30, a full or a 30. Full timeout, but we're going to keep 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it here. Panthers with a 49-31 lead, 18 points. Longhorns are getting a little sloppy with the ball. I think the Panthers, what they need to do is they need to settle down here and just run some time off the clock and don't take quick shots. Work the ball in and out, try to get an open shot underneath. But your best friend right now and your ally is the clock, because you got an 18-point lead. You just need to limit the possessions for the other team and make the open shots when you get them underneath. 3:43 left to go here in the third quarter. I think that's the third time out already in this half for the Longhorns. I'm not sure they got too many left, so they will trigger the inbounds. Hidrogo with it to Figueroa. Figueroa will be picked up by Dixon as she crosses the timeline. Tries to find a cutter, now kicks it back out. Hidrogo with it, now off to Alvarez. Alvarez off to Hidrogo, back to the other Hidrogo. In between the circles now to Velasquez. Velasquez drives in on Lee. Free throw is up and good. 2 more for Velasquez as Dixon will cross the timeline, picked up by Hidrogo. All the way in, we're going to have a foul on the floor. That's going to be called on number 14, Ivali Hidrogo. That's her third. 49-33. Off to the right, left wing to Dixon. Dixon with it, a long 3-pointer. Off, no good. Rebound by Ruffin. Ruffin kicks it back out to Stroughter. Stroughter drives in, now pass back out to Carter. Carter with a long 3, in and out, no good. Ruffin with the rebound to Lee. Lee underneath, no good, can't get it to fall. And Figueroa comes up with the rebound. Stolen away though by Lee, and it's off the side. Panthers fighting for it, but it's going to be called the Longhorn basketball. Figueroa will bring the ball across the timeline, picked up by Carter. Now off to Hidrogo, now off to the other Hidrogo. To Velasquez underneath, 2 more. Freshman has the hot hand for the Longhorns. It's Carter with it, back behind the back dribble. Kicks it out front. Slaughter with it across the timeline. We're going to have a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here as the Panthers use a timeout. I think they were worried about crossing the timeline with inside 10 seconds, so the coach called a timeout. Panthers will maintain possession. It's 49-35. The margin has been up to 18 at one point for the Panthers. Right now it's 14. A little over 3 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. 49-35 is your score. Neither team really protecting the ball well here in this third quarter. Getting a little sloppy as the Panthers are trying to play up tempo, and I think they just need to slow the ball down here a little bit, run some time off the clock, as they will trigger the inbounds with Carter. Guarded on the edge by Hidrogo. Backcourt pass to Dixon. Dixon picked up by Figueroa. Dixon with it. Across the timeline, drives all the way in, now kicks it back out to Carter. Carter with it, in and out, and back out. Lee with the rebound, Carter with it out front. Drives it in, runner the lane, no good. Backside rebound by Alvarez. Alvarez is going to be called for taking an extra step, as that's good pressure put on by Carter. Looking for a cutter underneath. Gets it to Ruffin. Ruffin with it. Cross-court pass to Lee. It's blocked by Velasquez. Ruffin with it in and good. Torrey Ruffin with three, with two more. Inside 2 minutes left to go. Figueroa with it. Picked up by Carter. Carter harassing the dribble. Now out front to Velasquez. Velasquez runner in the lane. Good. Two more for Velasquez as Dixon pounding out the dribble, picked up by Alvarez, crosses the timeline, out to Ruffin. Ruffin underneath to Lee. Lee with the runner in the lane, good. First two-pointer for Lee. As Figueroa across the timeline, picked up at the three-point line by Carter. Bounce pass underneath, gets away, but it's picked up by Alvarez on the loose ball. Short jumper missed by Velasquez. The ball will belong to Medina Valley. Velasquez trying to get her own rebound. Just loses it out of bounds. A minute 18 left to go. Full court press for the Longhorns. To Dixon with it on the right side of the formation. Double team, passes it out. Carter with it. Kicks it back out to Ruffin. Ruffin with a runner in the lane. It's going to be blocked out of bounds by Alejandro Hidrogo. Panthers will maintain possession under their own basket. Carter with the inbounds. Off to Dixon. Dixon with a long three. Off the heel, no good. Rebound backside. Alvarez cannot contain it. Slaughter with it. Carter with it now at the free throw line. Drives in a errant jumper. No good. Picked up by Alvarez. 53 seconds left to go. Figueroa with it off to Hidrogo. Hidrogo with a three. Good. Three more for Alejandro Hidrogo. As Lee will cross the timeline. Drives it underneath. It's stolen by Figueroa. Alvarez with it, now back to Figueroa. See if they play for the last shot here. Down by 13. Three-pointer missed. Alvarez with the three. Good! First points of the night for Alvarez, and it's a three-pointer. Panthers with the inbounds. Dixon with it. 3-on-1, kicks it out. Runner in the lane, no good. We're going to get a pushing foul on the Panthers. 53-43, closest that the Longhorns have been in a long time. As Wynn checks into the ball game. I think that's three on Dixon. I think that was called on Trinity Dixon. 10 seconds left to go. Looking to cut this lead to single digits. Haven't seen that in a long time. As Figueroa crosses the timeline, picked up by Carter. Screen set off to Hidrogo. Hidrogo trying a long three-pointer, no good. That's going to do it for the third quarter. 53-43. Panther basketball will continue here in just a moment.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Call State Farm agent Hazel Russell in Castroville at 830-931-3441.
Welcome back to Panther Basketball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the fourth, 53-43, as United has cut this 18-point lead to 10. Panthers will have the inbounds. This starter will trigger the inbounds with 8 minutes left to go. Looks for Carter in the backcourt. Picked up by Figueroa. Figueroa would press all the way down as Carter with the runner in the lane. Off the rim, no good. Kind of rushed that one as Velasquez with the rebound. Forced that shot up. Figueroa across the timeline. Picked up by Wynn. Now off to the wing to Hidrogo. Hidrogo with a bounce pass underneath. It's stolen by the Panthers. Carter with it. Spins at the circle. Now we're going to get a pushing foul on number 10. As I got her for 4 fouls now. As the Panthers will trigger the ball inbounds under their own basket. Carter will. Looking for a cutter. Trying to find somebody open. Now out front to Ruffin. Ruffin at free throw line. Off the rim, no good. Picked up by Figueroa. Figueroa pounding out the dribble. It's stolen by Lee. Now it's knocked back. Tried to save by Lee, but it throws it to the Longhorns. Hidrogo with it on the runner off to Velasquez. Velasquez with it, no good. Ruffin fights for it. Rebound on the backside. Alvarez for 3. No good. Carter with the backside rebound. Carter with it, picked up by Hidrogo. Screen set in the back court by Ruffin. Picked up by Velasquez on the left wing. Off to Wynn. Wynn with it out front to Slaughter. Slaughter with it in between the circles. A little runner in the lane. Off the rim, no good. Velasquez with the rebound. Dribbles it out front to Alvarez. Alvarez crossed the timeline to Hidrogo. Hidrogo with it on the left wing to the right wing to their sister. Hidrogo misses it. Backside rebound by Alvarez. Runner in the lane. In good. Figueroa. 2 points for Alejandro Figueroa. We got a full timeout call by the Panthers. Going to give our sponsors some action. Panther basketball will continue here in just a moment.
Texas, 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. And you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Panther Basketball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We got a good one going here. Closest that the Longhorns have been in a long time, 53-45. Little over 6 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. And right now the Panthers are their own worst enemy as they're running in and throwing up shots that don't need to be taken. Need to run some clock and run some offense and work the ball around as they're throwing up some errant shots. I know there might be a close range, but they're not high percentage shots when you're out of control. So 6:19 left to go. Ball's going to belong to the Longhorns, I believe. No, actually it's going to belong to the Panthers. Estrada will trigger the inbounds. Out to Dixon. Dixon with it, picked up in the backcourt, now crosses the timeline. Velasquez with it, a little run in the lane, another shot out of control as Alvarez with the rebound off to Hidrogo. Panthers not taking good shots here. Give and go to Hidrogo. Hidrogo with a jumper off the rim, no good. Velasquez taps it out off to Alvarez. Jumper off the rim, no good. Ruffin with it. It's going to belong to Velasquez. Alvarez had a wide open look at a three, but could not get it to go as Hidrogo triggers the inbounds off to her sister. Hidrogo now kicks it back out. Now Alvarez to Velasquez. Velasquez drives it in, back out on the wing. Now to Alvarez, now to Hidrogo, now to the other Hidrogo, now back to Alvarez in between the circles, a long three, off the rim, no good. Dixon with the rebound. Trinity with it, driving all the way in, gonna get fouled. Alvarez with her first foul, as Trinity Dixon will go to the free throw line for two. Need to make these from the charity stripe here. One dribble, free throw up and good. 54-45. Second free throw, one dribble, dribbles the basketball, good. Clutch free throws by the Panthers, and that ball will be crossed the timeline by Hidrogo. Hidrogo picked up by Straughter. Off to the wing, stolen by Dixon. Dixon will drive it all the way in. Left her off the rim, good. Layup by Dixon, 57-45. Hidrogo with it, kicks it out to Alvarez. Alvarez picked on the right wing. Off to Velasquez. Velasquez with a runner and gets it to go. Inside 5 minutes left to go. Straughter with it, now off to Dixon. Dixon with it all the way, off to Ruffin for two. 59-47, back to a 12-point lead as Hidrogo crosses the timeline. Picked up by Straughter. Hidrogo with it, spins at the key. Runner in the lane, good. Another basket for Hidrogo. Straughter looking for some help, finds Dixon, picked up by Rogerio. Now off to Lee. Lee with the runner in the lane. It's tripped up, taken by Figueroa. Now tries to find Hidrogo down court and a little errant pass. As Carter will come into the ball game now for Dixon. Giving Trinity Dixon a break. Straughter will trigger the inbounds. Got a sub coming in now for the Longhorns. As Alvarez comes out of the ball game, 8 Figueroa in. Trying to find someone, gets it to win. Gonna get a reach and they're gonna get a jump ball. Are you kidding me? Wow, that looked like a reaching foul, but possession arrow belongs to the Longhorns. 4:07. Tripped up, saved for the backcourt. Almost got a reaching foul on Lee. As Figueroa with a long pass. Hidrogo with it, driver in the lane. Looking for some help. Figueroa with it, drives in. Little runner in and good. 8 Figueroa with 2 more. 59-51, back to an 8-point lead as Wynn crosses the timeline. Off to Ruffin. Ruffin with it off the rim, no good. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. It's going to belong to Medina Valley. Carter will trigger the inbounds under the back of the basket. Straughter with it, picked up by Figueroa. Blocked and picked up on the rebound by Figueroa. Figueroa across timeline to Velasquez. Velasquez off to Hidrogo. Hidrogo with a long three. Good. 59-54. This is the closest the Longhorns have been in a long time. As we got a timeout, we're going to keep it right here. Wow, what a ball game. 59-54. 3:18 left to go. And the Longhorns at one time were down in the third quarter by 18 points. and have cut this lead to 5. And I give it partially credit to the Panthers, who are playing the ball a little loosely on offenses. They're throwing up shots that, you should work for a good open shot, and they're forcing stuff at the rim where they don't have to. They can just, you got to use some clock and be a little bit more under control when you're taking those shots and work the ball around a little bit. The clock was your ally when you had an 18-point lead, but now when you go down there and you don't want much time off the clock and you drive it in the lane, you throw up an errant shot and only get one look at it, and the look that you get isn't that good, you let the other team back in. And, this game was close in Laredo. It was 62-55 ball game. And we got another good one going right now as it's 59-54. Carter will trigger the inbounds for the Panthers. It's going to be a full court press by the Longhorns. 3:18 left to go in the ball game. Looking for some help. Finds it in Straughter. Straughter crosses the timeline. Kicks it back out. A long three by Lee. Off the rim. No good. They're going to get a reaching foul on the Panthers. See what they call it on. That's on 23. I got her for 5 fouls. But I could be wrong. Maybe that's just her 4th. Must have missed one. Figueroa with it, crosses the timeline to Edrago. Edrago with 3. In and out, no good. Ruffin with a big rebound. Straughter with it now, inside 3 minutes. Need to back it off. Cross-court pass to Lee. Lee with it now to Ruffin. Ruffin with it. Free throw line, kicks it back out to Carter. Now the Panthers are running some time off the clock. Coach is asking to extend the pressure for the Longhorns. Carter with the dribble. Almost loses the handle, but gets it to Straughter. Straughter with it to Dixon. Trying to trap her on the edge, but Straughter with it. Kicks it down low to Lee. Lee passes up the shot. Going to be front forward and have a jump ball. Possession arrow, Medina Valley. 2:19 left to go. Lee with the inbounds. Backcourt to Carter. Carter with it. Picked up by Drogo. Off to the wing. Straughter with it. Drives in. Kicks it back out. Lee with it underneath. Now she kicks it back out to Dixon. Dixon with it now. We'll go under 2 minutes here in just a second. It's Carter with it now. Gets it tipped away. Stolen by Drogo. Drogo with it to a Cutting Velasquez. Running the lane good. 59-56. 2 more by Velasquez. As Straughter crosses the timeline. Going to throw an errant pass. It's going to be kicked and it's going to belong to Medina Valley. Panthers need to take control of this ball here. Carter with the inbounds with 1 minute and 45 seconds left to go. It's 59-56. Off to Dixon. Dixon dribbles in between the circles, picked up by Drogo. Now off the wing to Carter. Carter for 3. Wide open look, nothing but air. As Figueroa with it. Now to Velasquez. Velasquez looking for some help. Timeout called by the Longhorns as the Panthers had them. I think that's a full timeout. We'll give our sponsors a break.
Like you, we love calling this home. Castroville State Bank has been serving the Medina Valley area for over 63 years by providing the best financial products, modern technology, and customer service. Not only are we the local bank you can rely on for all your financial needs, but we are also your neighbors, giving back to the community we grew up in and love. Come home to Castroville State Bank.
Welcome back to Panther Basketball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We got a good one here, 59-56. Panthers at one time in the second half had an 18-point lead, but it's dwindled down to just 3. Inside 2 minutes left to go. The Longhorns with possession of the basketball. Ivali Drogo will trigger the inbounds. Guarded on the side by Carter. The other Drogo handoff to Ivali. Ivali now to Velasquez. Velasquez with it now out to Ivali. Drogo with the runner to lane. No good. Rebound by Ruffin. Big rebound for the Panthers. Carter with the ball now. Kicks it out to Strotter. Strotter with it. Trying to cross the timeline. Down underneath to Lee. Lee with it. In and good. Good basket by nice and Lee. Three-pointer by Drogo off the rim. No good. To Ruffin. Stolen away by Drogo. Loose ball. Now the Longhorns having, they're going to get a blocking foul on Strotter. That's only the second team foul. 49 seconds left to go. Panthers up by 5. 49 seconds left to go in the ball game. Drogo with it to her sister. Now back to Drogo. Now back to her sister. A long three-pointer that's tipped and blocked by Carter. Dixon whether we're going to get a recent foul on Figueroa. I think that's 5 fouls on Figueroa if I got that right. Yep. So Figueroa has fouled out of the ball game. Alvarez comes back in. As Dixon will trigger the inbounds. Backcourt to Carter. Carter with it. Picked up by Drogo. Carter drives in, kick it back out to Ruffin. Ruffin with it to Strotter. Strotter wastes some clock off. Now to Ruffin. Ruffin with it, cross court to Carter. Passes up a three, good idea. And that's going to be a reaching foul on Drogo. That's her second foul, but that'll be the 14th foul, so the Panthers will shoot free throws on this next foul. 25 seconds left to go. Panthers up by 5. 56-61. Backcourt pass to Strotter. Strotter with it. Not doing much fouling. I thought they'd foul, but Lee with it. Underneath to Ruffin. Ruffin with it. Good! Tori Ruffin with 2 more. 63-57. 6-point lead. 7-point lead. Velasquez with it. Running the lane. Good. And going to have a reaching foul, and that's going to do it. There's 0.8 seconds left to go. Strotter will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. 0.8 seconds left. So with 0.8 seconds left to go, this game is over with. 2 free throws coming for Strotter. First free throw is up, and it's good. Panthers are going to improve to 7-3 in district. The Longhorns will drop to 5-4. Second free throw is up and off the heel, no good. Rebound for Velasquez, and that's going to do it. And Jeff, the players of the game for your Medina Valley Panthers. I want to go over the scoring though first. Trinity Dixon for the Panthers. 12 points. Destiny Strotter with 6. Jalen Wynn with 6. Zanaya Lee with 8. Kyla Carter 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Tori Ruffin 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Those are your leading scorers for the Panthers, and those 2 are going to be your co-players of the game. Kyla Carter with 18, Tori Ruffin with 16. Got a little close towards the end, but the Panthers come away with the victory and improved to 7-3. The Longhorns dropped to 5-4. I want to thank everybody and our sponsors for tuning in. For Jeff Stivers, I'm Maury Stein saying good night, God bless.